Hey guys, I hope everybody can hear this. I don't have a mic, or I don't have any type of audio device, so I'm using my iPhone here in the car commuting from work to home. I was a little behind today trying to make a video, so I'm trying to make the best of it, so just bear with me. So today's talk is going to be about the Rule of 32 by Tai Lopez, or 32, the Rule of 33 by Tai Lopez. I don't know if you guys have heard of him before, but basically what that rule is that when you divide your time, you should be spending 33% with people that are on the same level as you. And you can break that down into areas of life. You can break that down into success. You can break that down into family. Whatever you want to break that down into. But you need to spend 33% of your time with that type of person. So what I mean by on the same level is that they should be, maybe if you're talking about health, then you want someone who's on at about the same quality of life as you. Maybe they eat the same types of foods. Maybe they work out about the same type. I mean, that would be someone on your level. Talking about finances, maybe they have a similar job with the same pay, or maybe they have a different job but around the same pay. You get the idea of what I'm talking about. But 33% of your time should be spent with those types of people. They would be considered really your peers. And then 33% should be spent with people above you. So people that are higher on the success ladder, right? But the thing about those guys is our perception of them are that they don't have the time to spend with us, right? More successful people, the rule is the more successful you are, the less accessible you are. And that generally works out that way. So if you're looking for someone that's more successful than you, they may not have time to actually spend with you. So the best way to get that type of time spent with them is to buy material, right? Buy books by people that are higher than you. Donald Trump, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. They've all got different books to tell how they got to the levels of success that they've come to. So buy a book and learn how they did that, and that is considered spending time with them and getting to know them better, because you're assuming that that's true stories in there. So that's one way of doing it. Another way, and the best way really, is face-to-face interactions, actually being around the person. But you have to build a relationship, things like that. But that's the actual best, most quality way of doing that. But anyway, the other 33% should be spent with people under you. And when I say under you or beneath you, I'm not talking about you're better than them or anything like that, but somebody who maybe you've had a little more success than them in life. Maybe you're healthier than them, you work out better, you have got a better diet, and you could kind of mentor them. So the concept of what this is the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is dead because it doesn't have an outlet. If there's a river that feeds the Dead Sea, but there's no outlet, so it's stagnant water, okay? And that's what happens with people who don't have a way for something to come in and then for something to go out, is you get stagnant, right? You always have to be learning. That's just how life is. If you're not learning, then you're dying. That's the phrase. So think of this as a river, right? You're getting poured into by people above you, right? And you can take what's getting poured in to you and talk with it amongst your peers and really get to know it. And then once you know it and you've practiced it, then you can share that with someone below you to try to pull them up to your level or even greater. So that's really the concept of what we're talking about here. So what I want you to do is, as homework with this, is sit down, because you're going to surprise yourself, right? This may sound like something you don't want to do, but sit down with a piece of paper and map out your time during a day, right? And see where you're spending your time. And try to break it down into categories of people that are above you, people that are your peers and the people that are below you, and see where you're spending that quality time, and then try to better yourself by bettering those percentages. So kind of what I'm talking about is my spare time lately has been making these videos and editing them and things like that. So I am a chiropractor. I tend to have things down when it comes to health and health information and fitness and things like that. And I am teaching you guys how to become more like what I do, right? That's kind of what I'm doing here. So my time spent right now probably is higher than 33% on that level. But generally speaking, without this challenge going on, you map out my time, and I'm looking to learn things. I'm reading things. I'm watching videos of people that are above me, so that I can learn how to model them and become more successful in my life. So when you map out your time, you're going to see where you're watching TV, right? So watching a TV show, I like Justified, but watching Justified does nothing but it helps me unwind, but it helps me it does nothing for me as far as a growth process, right? So you're going to see a lot of times Facebook, internet, social media stuff, TV, movies, eating, things like that are what fills up your spare time. And for you to be something different than what you are today, even on a health level, you got to change those things. Because if you're not learning and you're not growing, then literally, I'm not joking, if you think through it, you are decreasing in life, right? I won't go as far as saying dying, but you're definitely, a lot of depression and things is because people just stop learning. They don't activate their mind. They don't get the juices flowing up there and really work the brain, because it is a muscle. So I'm going to try to keep this video shorter. Homework, sit down, map out your time, see where you're spending your time, and try to get those percentages right.